Coach, this is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Green Bay Packers. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
Two times. Alert.
Rodgers now on first down. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
88.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Inside. 42's the mark. Come to my world. Come to my world. Okay, over here.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 29-yard line. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Now a first down carry by Jones. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Watch the boot. Hey, Mike's 42. You ain't got nothing. Back to one. Strawberry.
On 2nd and 7, Rodgers escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage.
We need 18. Liz. 42. 80 weapon.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
Watch the twist.
Now Jones. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Mike 50. Hey, you block over here. Mike 42.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Certainly not what they wanted defensively. We're hoping to hold them to a field goal. Instead, they're able to convert the 3rd and long here on the opening drive.
So not only was it a flipping field position and a flipping fortunes, but how about mentally? You just described it. They were hoping to force them into a field goal there. Instead, they give up the big gain, and now it's 1st and goal. The offense has got them on their heels.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Box it, box it, box it, box it.
Mike's 42. Mike.
Get 300. Get 300.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Watch safety.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. From 4 yards. Down. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point good by Prater, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. To throw, it's Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kenny Clark able to record his 5th sack of the season. After 7-0 on EA Sports. On play action, it's Murray. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Kenny Clark in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Pulled in at the 24. Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. All day, defense. All day. All day. Watch the end.
To throw is Rodgers. Going to throw again. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Here's Rodgers. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Murray, a quick throw out to Kirk. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window, blitz coming, and down he goes. Slipping into the backfield for the sack was Oren Burks. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Murray with a 3rd and long. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So Mike 42, Mike 42. Let's go.
88, 88, 88.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Trying to lay one up deep. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
All day, baby, all day.
Rodgers will try again on second down. He gets this to Davante Adams. Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, Mike's 42.
You draw Corker.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And an alley to run. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Prater for the extra point. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know.
First down, Murray. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Hey, we go 37 to 30. I'm coming up.
On second and 11 now. Rodgers. Pass incomplete.
Rodgers pass. Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up third down and 11.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
37's the Mike. Mike 37. Hey, orbit. Hey, we go 37 again.
Rodgers going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Looking deep for Adams. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Murray now on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Zadarius Smith make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray going deep for Hopkins. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. A throw over the middle, taken in. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 22 yards there, a first down.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 42-yard line.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Murray now on 1st down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Christian Kirk the man he was looking for, but it's going to be second down.
His struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminate it.
I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They have a first and 10, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Christian Kirk, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are back within a single score. The extra point up and good, and that'll make our score 14-7. Joseph now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go! At their own 30-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Rodgers now on first down. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Let's put that team on the hook.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Smooth. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Mike 42. Mike 42.
Working from the gun. Rodgers. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That was Patrick Peterson from his cornerback spot whirling in for the sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
On third and long, it's Rodgers. Looking downfield for Jones. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. Murray and the Cardinals with a first and 10, just shy of the 30. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a second and 3.
Brings up second and 3. At the 36-yard line.
And again, it's Chubb. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
On first and 10, here's Murray. And the catch made by Hopkins. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3. To throw is Murray, escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Packers take over a 1st and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
25, check 25, check 25. Get right.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Strong right, strong right, strong right. Out. 3 down, out.
Check 9, check 9.
Watch twist.
Inside.
They'll go again to Jones. He's going to have the 1st down past the 20 as he's all the way up to the 24-yard line. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the 1st down as well. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 1st down, Jones. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Making the catch is Sternberger. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down. Rodgers now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. They'll run it with Jones. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Credit the tackle there to Aaron Lynch.
I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Now Rodgers. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. Rodgers now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll wind up with 3 yards out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 46-yard line.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
42, Mike 42.
Hey, echo.
On 2nd and 7, Rodgers looking left side, and he's got Sternberger. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Zoom. Mike 42. Mike 42. Check. Mike 26.
Hey, pick it up, defense.
Hey. High 7.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Throwing again on second down. Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Adrian Amos with a pick, and he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. To throw, it's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Back to throw. He can run for it, and he will. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Back to throw. Murray. They set up the screen to Chubb. And some room to work. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 35. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. This is caught by Williams. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle. They'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for two and go for the win. And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down one. That extra point is not a gimme.
A very important extra point there, up and good, and we may very well be headed to overtime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
That's it, baby. We got work.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Coverage by Byron Murphy.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Plant. Motion. Hey, Charlie, put your hands on him. Get in.
Now Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Rodgers to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taking it about the 36. And we have free football. Overtime. Here we go, my friend. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Murray. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. First throw of overtime for Rodgers. Forced out to his left. And that's incomplete. Another nice job there defensively. They've really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime.
And for them to do that, that means they've had to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face, good coverage of not just the wide receivers, but the tight end, the running backs when they try and slip out, and making sure they're at the point of attack. When the ball's in the air, they get there and help force some of those incompletions.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. That one goes for 30 yards. He had one touchdown earlier, nearly a second one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need the distance, but maybe he can pay things off after a big effort.
Jones. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll try again with Jones. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. All right, well, they didn't kick it on 2nd down, now 3rd and goal. You have to kick it here.
Absolutely have to kick it, because if you get a bad snap, you fall on it, you got a chance to kick it again on 4th down. Let's say it gets blocked and it's behind the line of scrimmage. You fall on it, you get another chance at it. Give yourself that option. Give yourself that opening.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Inside.
Here's Jones. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the